here?
Huh? What happened with D?
Huh?
What happened with D?
Oh, Jason's father passed away today, and then Aunt Christine, her mother's sister, passed away today.
Oh, that sucks.
So, her father-in-law and her aunt.
Wow. Yeah, that blows.
Yep. So, alright.
Alright, I just wanted to find out. Alright. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. He'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And the first down, Chiefs.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Carrier. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, shit.
Watch out for Hill on the return.
Fuck. gave him the fucking first down.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't cover law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. No, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of the game.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was the
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Get it.
Patrick Mahomes back. A fumble on the play.
That second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Throwing now is Allen.
Oh, shit.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Chiefs.
Now a a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as he's stopping behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Check.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled? Pass
protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Edwards.
Oh, shit.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 50.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
No.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete.
Mahomes
Throw it sooner.
On the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. They are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, throw it.
Take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver, that time, the one to get him there and bring him down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Edwards-Helaire. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Guys have the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Kansas City.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelce. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. A good pickup there, 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. From the gun, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, shit.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Singletary again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 10, Bills 7.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hard throw, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down.
And 7 yards to go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, come on.
It's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He is going to find Hill here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes pass.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they'll get it down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive on. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
It's 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw. Allen
shit. God damn it.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
New Orleans defense coordinator Dennis Allen's got his defensive backs playing a tight man coverage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The quick throws that Brady likes to throw against zone coverage. You see the tight coverage here. He has to hold the ball and get the sack. Then you got the tight coverage with the play action pass. He's trying to throw it deep to Evans. Lattimore does a great job of not interfering and knocking the ball away.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And to get them up.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bills, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.